And we are live here on the Independent Broadcast Network, IBN1, the main channel. IBN2, the secondary channel, the Deuce. But we're on the main channel tonight for the main event as the Legends Hockey League continues tonight. It's Thursday night, and it is week 5 of an 8-game season, so this is when things get pretty tense as the playoff race heats up. And I think we've only got one game tonight, if I'm reading this correctly. Looks like we might have had some postponements. But we will be seeing Atlanta taking on Philadelphia for the first game, if not the last game. Two big teams, one big game. That's all we can promise you tonight. I'm Winners of the One. I'm here with Aila, and we're here to bring you whatever action may come forth in the next few minutes. But yeah, we've definitely got that one on the lineup. And this season is an interesting one. They're all interesting in their own ways. Once again, Calgary is the front runner. And just like Hulkamania, they've been running wild over the rest of the league. Much like the last season, they pretty much dominated from pole to pole. And again, they are sitting pretty at the top of the league. But there's a very close race between the remaining teams for that extra playoff spot. But even a little bit lower than that in the bottom is Philadelphia. Surprisingly, they have a good lineup. Very surprised to see them with the points that they've got. And so they are playing Atlanta tonight. They'll be hoping to play some catch up. I mean, if you're this deep into the season, they've only got 3 more weeks to go. So they will definitely want to be stepping things up if they want to get in the playoffs. And they're not out of it mathematically, I don't believe. Not yet. There are 3 games a week for each of those weeks. So a lot can happen. And as we've seen, a lot can happen here on LHL, on DGL, on IBN. And so Atlanta is here. We'll go ahead and give you their lineup. Parabola's here. He's been having a good season. Bern Wernham, of course, the other Canadian superstar, the brother of Beau Jarzine. And Beau Jarzine, of course, the Canadian superstar. So lots of star power from the Great White North on this team. And Dick McQuavo, of course, no slouch himself, one of the all-time greats. And let's see, who else is here? Darg, who I believe is Drag. But he's down as Dargs, so now we play the waiting game to see if this game's even going to go down. Has Philadelphia thrown in the towel? Surely not. This is a prideful team. They've got a lot to play for. So they maybe just be waiting to make a dramatic entrance. You know, we find in esports that's kind of the way things go. Everybody's in their team speak and they're hanging out, and we're sitting here on the server going, well, is this sumbitch even going to happen or not? We don't know. And then all of a sudden, everybody just sort of swarms the server at once. But yeah, we're waiting to see. And they're asking if the game is canceled. And who knows? So it may be a very short cast here on the Independent Broadcast Network this evening. Man, oh man, you just never know. No, here comes Dildozer. Dildozer is in. So if he has to 1v1 or 1v5 this team, he certainly will. But now here they come. And we'll see who they put out for their starting 5 as we reset the game. And we'll get an idea of what kind of lineups we're going to expect from Philadelphia. Oh, yes. I love you too. All right. And we love our viewers. The millions of people that are watching right now. And they are seeing quite a game, I'm sure. So in red it will be Philadelphia, and their starting five will be Nolan Patrick, Dildozer, Gabe, Defenseman Jerry, and Riven X. You know, the trade deadline just expired. I believe that was yesterday. And of course, Gabe always looking to do some horse trading. I think he was disappointed that there weren't many people willing to. I think most of the league chose to dance with the ones that they have brung, as they say, up to this point. So he didn't get many takers, but he's always tinkering with the lineup. And we'll see. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Already an early save here as Parabola's in the net. Okay. He does it all. He casts, he scores goals, and he stops goals. He stopped one there. And another one. That could have been dangerous, as he just gets that out of the way of the crease and gives this team a chance to move it back in the opposite direction. Bouncing off the wall and now flung into the opposite corner. Oh, picked up. And a collision's going to take both players off the puck. We'll see Nolan Patrick advance this now. Moving up it is Dildozer. On the move, he will fire this in. Oh, he had Gabe in front. And he just got a little bit extra scoop on that. And was not able to power it home, but Parabola will clear it out. And now again the counterattack. Center cross chance. And Riven X will make the stop. So this is a very back and forth game. Both teams getting chances. Here's another. Off the post! Off two posts, actually, as it hits the crossbar. And it hits the side. And just a tough one there, as that had all the markings of what looked to be a goal. But no, we will remain scoreless here early on, the first period of this game. But we are seeing good stuff so far, as both teams are very frisky on offense, and both goalies there to shut them down, at least for the time being. So we'll see if this settles into a more relaxed pace as we move on into the final half of this first period, and it does not appear to be. They're looking for that long pass. Darg was there, but they will gather it back up for a chance here. The shot, oh! And Riven X will get a piece of that as it trails along and skirts the boundaries of the goal area. So just a wild one here so far, although no scores yet. That could change. Oh, and again, the post robs a shot, this time on the other side. And lots of good opportunities. Eventually, one of these or more is going to find its way in, but it is yet to happen. But the very torrid pace so far is making an entertaining game nonetheless. If it's our only game of the night, at least it's a good one. We always promise you heavy-duty esports action, and a chance in front, and Darg with the soft hands just lays that one in the cut. Dick McQuavo on the assist, and Atlanta will take a 1-0 lead. Hello. Oh my. So we near the 1 minute mark, and Parabola making another stop. And both these goalies have been I love how they have time to just sit here and have exchange banter back and forth while they're playing. I mean, this is a tough game. This is Hockey Question Mark you're seeing. It is made by Cryptic C. It is free. Free as in beer. You can get it at hockeyquestionmark.com, and you can find the community at the subreddit r/hockeyquestionmark. And what a community it is. And this is the Elite League out of the 3-league system in North America. 6 teams. A very competitive league this season. Despite the dominance of Calgary, it's staying pretty close. But Philadelphia desperately needs a win. So they are playing catch up a bit here as they're just trying to get it away from this Atlanta team. But Dick McQuavo with it sends it down. And defensively, Philadelphia contracts in front of the net to ward that off as we head to the second period. 1-0. They're keeping it close. But yeah, lots of shots, lots of offense, all the makings of what could be an amazing game. And what an amazing game this is in general, hockey ? There's nothing like it. It is a first-person hockey game, the only one of its kind. And I mean, it looks easy from here. I tell you, it's not. Dildozer on the pass from Gabe. He was right there in front, waiting for it. That's classic Dildozer right there. He will tie this game up at 1. A much-needed goal for Philadelphia. What a play.
Quite impressive.
And so, all tied up at 1. Atlanta will try to get it out of their own zone now, facing some pressure, forechecking from Dildozer and Gabe. Trying to keep him out, drag all by himself. He'll try to send that across, but 3 Atlanta skaters waiting for it. Now they will separate Gabe from the puck. And again, look at the back checking there, as they are going to get this back. Philadelphia looking for Dildozer. Is skating to the front, right towards the slot. Now they will reset things in their own end. And we'll see where they move this. As defenseman Jerry getting a touch on the puck. I think he's still overseas, right? So I can only imagine what his ping is like. Oh, the chance here. Shot wide. And this will be cleared down. Parabola's going to come out and take this. You talk about Renaissance, man. He's had a very good season from what we've seen here on Thursday nights. It just scores some pretty impressive goals throughout this season that we've been keeping up with. He kind of gave up the casting career this season to make a difference with this team, and so far he has, and now he's making a difference in the net. So kind of an all-rounder there. So we are halfway through regulation time as Parabola will again get this puck. He has Burn Wernham. He will look for drag. Finds him, the shot, and just a little bit high and tight. So again, we'll see Gabe circle around, letting his team get into position in front of him. He will just throw this towards the net. The bouncing puck goes through, and Philadelphia takes the lead. Wow.
Have mercy.
So that is what they needed. And with the way this game has progressed so far in terms of its pacing, I do not know if a 1-goal lead is going to be enough to do it. So they're likely going to keep the pressure on here. Gabe is there. Oh, swing and a miss. He's trying to just time that on the run. Not quite able to get that down. The slow roller coming in. So now defenseman Jerry once again. And again, Gabe will take control. dishing it back over. Again, defenseman Jerry will get this out of the zone, and Gabe being taken off the puck. They're going to be keying on Gabe quite a bit, as he's a known danger in terms of goal scoring. He and Dildozer both will just be waiting like sharks in front of the net for those pucks to start coming in. This one gets loose, and way loose, as it disappears out of the skybox, now bouncing back in behind the net. Sometimes those very dangerous. But now Jerry's going to move up with it. And followed very closely by Burnwornham is Dildozer. Tried to send this across. Defenseman Jerry was waiting in front. He goes a little behind him. And that will do it for the second period. Another up-tempo period. And with that, we head to the third. Generally speaking, the most important period of a hockey game, and in this case, certainly true, as Philadelphia will try to hold on to this league. They really need the points to keep their playoff hopes alive. I'm not sure at what point you become mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, but they're not that far behind. They've still got a chance to catch up. They've just got to light that spark and go on a run. In a game like this, a little past the halfway point, these are the kind of games that we've seen become catalysts for teams in the past. A rallying point, an anchor to carry you through the rest of the regular season and try to get into that playoff run. They're definitely playing with that sense of urgency. This Atlanta team, very, very good. And so, the dish here, it is blocked, and Dildos are just kind of forcing the issue. Finally, they'll clear it away. Oh, a nice job there by Nolan Patrick to hold that in. And the shot, oh, and what a save! That is Nargila, who has entered to play goal. That gives Parabola a chance to skate up. So they're obviously trying to generate more offense here in this third period. And so these last 3 minutes should be filled with drama. Oh, and that one, Nargila will help it along past the net. But here's a chance. Oh! And again, it was Gabe. Always looking for opportunities. And now coming back the other way, Atlanta dumps this in. Chases it down. That is Parabola. And Philadelphia now back on it. Here is Gabe. Will he go coast to coast with this? No, he will again go for the dump. Dildozer is there. Big collision. Can he get to the puck? Parabola racing in. And the pass across. And the blocked attempt. That's laid right in front. And cleared out. So, Philadelphia standing tall for now. 2 minutes left. They'll get another shot here. And it goes over the net. Nargila waves at it. Here's another one, very similar, with a little more velocity. And now they will just clear this out. Now he's going to get it on the stick, and Dick McQuavo reaches behind him to corral that puck and make an outstanding goal. Another big highlight in the long and illustrious career of Dick McQuavo. How about that?
Now that is hockey question mark.
Indeed it is. And that ties us up at 2. With a minute and 20 seconds and some change. So next goal obviously becomes very important. Philadelphia on their way to try to attempt that goal. As they start to bring in numbers, shot on goal, Nargila will save it. And this will go back the other way. Now puck cleared around. Dildozer there again, Gabe. And he's again just trying to keep his momentum and just generate something quickly. And on the other side, very similar. And again, this has just been such a back and forth game. We haven't seen a lot of neutral zone activity as much. It's been a 2-line affair all night long. Almost 3 periods of it. It's a very long night. So the shot will go just wide here. 10 seconds now. Atlanta may go for one more chance. As this gets sent through the middle. Bodied off the puck, and that will do it. We are going to overtime here on our first and perhaps final game of the evening. If I'm reading this schedule right, it says all the other 2 games have been rescheduled. But doesn't matter. We got bonus hockey to bring you here, even if this is the only game that we do bring you tonight. So next goal wins it officially. However long that takes, the rules of overtime are very simple. It is just like your golden goal in international soccer play. The overtime periods will continue until somebody puts the puck in the net. We have not had a period yet where someone did not put the puck in the net. Riven X there to save one, then another. He's been good. And here's the shot, and just wide. Oh, they're peppering him here. And now twisting, turning, Philadelphia trying to move it in. Defenseman Jerry at the point. We'll slap this along the wall. And Nolan Patrick going back to retrieve. He looks for Dildozer. But again, the pass is just a foot or 2 away. And a hard lick there from defenseman Jerry will sail over the net. A little extra on that one. And here is Dick McQuavo. He'll try to navigate his way through the Philadelphia defense. Almost does. Here's a long shot. Will not go. Dildozer there to get it, though. And here is Gabe, who will try to work his way to the front. Defenseman Jerry's going to have a chance. And that gets blocked. So Philadelphia pushing hard. They really want to get a W in the books. A much needed W at this point of the season. In the position that they're in. And long shot, and Arguila there to stop it. Looking for the rebound attempt. Will not go. They do hold it in here at center ice. But only briefly, as this will head back again. Nolan Patrick with it. And Riven X will come out to clear that. And here's a chance. Moving in. It is Dildozer. Now defenseman Jerry. Shot will travel past the net. Oh, the hammer from Gabe. From a tough angle. But still no joy. But they are keeping the pressure up. Moving in now, less than 2 minutes left in our first overtime period. Sometimes these kind of things get settled quickly in overtime. It's either a long and drawn out affair or it's over in a few seconds. It seems to be one extreme or the other. So sit back and prepare yourself for a 6 or 7 overtime game here. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Oh, a couple of attempts. As Dick McQuavo and Drag were both there. Whoever's running stats, so that's funny. Is this LHL or JSL? Yeah, those are chances that you normally see these guys just take it home. Right to the house. When a game's on the line, but everybody's got a little bit of the heebie-jeebies here, perhaps. It's you just never know what's going to happen. That's why millions of people watch these casts. And the thousands that are watching right now. Since when does RSL play on Thursday? Oh, man. Yeah, I know, Canoodle. It's been pretty high-level stuff up to this point, but all bets are off when you get to overtime. Oh, and there is Gabe just trying to lay a blade on that one. Tim McQuall was like, I don't want to play anymore. Let's call it a tie. Just 1.5 points. And thanks, Parabola. Shout out to you, too. So, yeah, will they do a shootout? Perhaps, if both teams agree. Oh, it's a shot coming in, and Nargila will just wave a paw at it as it sails by. One shot blocked, then another going back towards the net area. Nargila will use the invisible boundaries to just cross behind the net and play that out. Yeah, there's no clipping on the nets, so a little bit of extra freedom as a goalie. You need all you can get. Oh, here's one rocketing back and forth. And could this land in an opportune spot? Oh, the knuckle puck will sail again, just harmlessly over the net. What the hell is happening? Oh, it's entertaining to watch, isn't it? And the pass going behind. It's follow-up shot. Will not quite make its way there. As Atlanta trying to move this. Philadelphia looking for that outlet pass to Gabe. That gets blocked. And the Canadian superstar Bo Jarzine will try to get it to Dick McQuavo. Again, this one rejected. So Bo will try once again. He does connect with them here. Defenseman Jerry jars it loose. And here's Drag sweeping in out of nowhere. Or at least further away from somewhere. And this game continues. What did I say, right? Yeah, it's either over in a few seconds or it's something like this. And that's not the caster curse. That's just statistics will show you. I don't know if they keep stats on that. They keep pretty voluminous stats on this league, but I don't know if they keep stats on how long overtimes usually run. I'm trying to remember what the longest one in LHL competition was. I want to say it was 5 or 6. It was definitely one of those marathon events. You know, where it's basically like 2 games in one. So see, yeah, even if the other games are canceled, we're giving you plenty of hockey tonight. Plenty. 2 minutes left here in this second overtime. And it is a good chance for Philadelphia here. Gabe with a little bit of breathing room. He will fire it in from past the blue line. Nargila gets a stick on it. And Atlanta looking for the quick outlet pass to drag. Defenseman Jerry is there, staying right with him. There's been some good defense, too. We can't discount the defense that both of these teams have been playing to keep this so close. But, yeah, there's been a few of them, yeah, just people got the yips or something. There's shots that you would normally see them 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100. It's a easy dunk. But, you got to keep going. And keep going they do as we near the 1 minute mark of this second overtime period. And again, the defense marking their men very closely. You have to look behind him here. Oh, the drop pass. And a chance! Oh, he turns the stick. And then follow-up shot is saved by Nargila. And you can see the frustration setting in a little bit here on both sides. It's chance after chance, just vanishing into the ether. But yeah, you have to maintain that goalie mentality. You got to lose your short-term memory. There are things that help with that, but yeah, it helps just to forget about what has happened and concentrate on what may be about to happen. And what is about to happen is our third overtime period. And the team chat here is as the kids say, lit AF. Boy, oh boy. But at some point, something's got to give, and here's a chance! And not quite. As again, Gabe just trying to fight his way through most of the Atlanta team just to get that shot on net. He manages to force the issue at the very least. But now turning to grab this puck, it is Dick McQuavo. Or as we've known him for all these years, Dick McButts. One of the premier players. Oh, and hey, Fixtus, what's up? You're in the middle of a triple overtime battle. This may be our only game we cast this evening, but what a barn burner it is turning out to be. It's really kind of a war of attrition at this point. It's going to be whoever just kind of says, fuck it, and lets one go in. And there it is! Gabe! On the tipped shot! That's how they go in the playoffs, and that's how they go in overtime in the regular season. His second goal, Dildozer on the assist. And Gabe just wills his team to victory, and they really needed that win. They really did. As Philadelphia at the bottom of the league. Could this be the game that inspires their rise to a playoff position? We shall see. There are 3 more weeks left in the season. And yeah, it does appear that this is the only game we will be bringing you tonight. So, there you have it. We promised thrills and excitement in esports, and I think these fellas delivered it this evening. Whatever they delivered in that overtime session, it was thrilling. I know I was thrilled. I hope you were too, fam. All the people watching tonight. huge turnout. And we will be back next Thursday to bring you more of the LHL on DGL on IBN, as I don't know when the rescheduled games will be played. Sometimes we get one like this, sometimes we get 4 or 5 as some of these rescheduled games occur. The league also plays on Sunday and Thursday. We may pick up some of those. They don't have any other casters, just people. They're volunteering to do streams right now, so got a little free time here and there. May step in and do some of that. Super Blood Hockey is out on Steam, I see. Do you remember the Nintendo game, the NES game, the old ice hockey game for the original Nintendo, where you had like you had the medium-sized guy, and then the skinny guy, and then the fat guy, and there were 4 of them. You could mix and match how many fat guys you wanted or whatever. It looks exactly like that, except with a lot of blood and gore, and it looks fantastic. I've picked it up. We might be here Saturday night to play some of that if it turns out that it's cool. It looks really cool. If it's anything like the Nintendo game was, then I think it could be a lot of fun. So we'll definitely pencil that in. Not indelibly inked, but we'll pencil it in. We'll say that. As unfortunately, it does not have online multiplayer. It has local multiplayer and 4-player co-op, and the devs said, we'll think about trying to implement it later, which as a dev I can tell you means nah, that's not a big priority, so probably not. But if the single player is cool, then why not? We'll show you a little bit of that. I have all sorts of cool games I've picked up lately on Steam. Some great weeb stuff. I'll show you some weeb stuff and scare the normies. Sometimes you gotta scare the normies here on the Independent Broadcast Network. Be sure and follow us at IBN Casting on Twitter, and there's all that social media crap at the bottom of the screen. You can look at it and follow it at your leisure. The YouTube shows Digital Gaming League still. I gotta change that. DGL is on hiatus right now. They're waiting for Insurgency 2, they say. What about Day of Infamy? Because that seems like a really cool game. I've been thinking about picking that one up. But it doesn't have esports in it, they said. So they didn't want to try to put esports in it. So, and I understand that. It's hard enough trying to put esports in a game that doesn't come boxed with esports. Lord knows we've been a part of some things in the past where they've tried to force that, and to no avail. So understandable. But I see them sneaking in doing insurgency stuff and so forth. So we may be back at some point, but we definitely still rep for them in the meantime, and keep their name going, keep the flame burning. But follow us at IBN Casting on YouTube. You can type in IBN Casting, it'll take you there. We'll be bringing you all these games. You can watch them at your leisure. There are even playlists, so you can go by season. You can relive your favorite seasons over and over. And I don't know if these teams, they may be reliving this one as nightmares in their heads later on. But what a big victory for Philadelphia. They had to come out and when they needed it most and get results tonight. And all that matters at the end of the day is whether you got the L or got the W, and they got the W. What else can you say? And I think all that has been said is enough, and so we will say no more. We will leave you on that note. So thank you everybody for watching, and keep following us, because we're going to be doing random stuff. We should have more free time to do more random stuff, and it's always entertaining, and it's good to have you with us. And it is good to be with you. So from all of us at the Independent Broadcast Network, on behalf of Aila and myself, Winners with the One, we want to thank you for joining us, and we will see you very soon. Good night.
And you as well.